Right. So I have enabled the recording. So to recap to the our previous session, so we have discussed about the some BTP related activities we are discussing in the our previous session, right? So BTP sessions we have. So what is BTP? Some introduction session and also the licensing model. So licensing model we discussed in our first class. So licensing the model of the licensing model and also the account model and also the trial accounts and also the global accounts we discussed and also the future set A, the future set A and future set B, right? So these are the few things so we discussed in the so last class, right? So I hope everyone agree on this one, right? So these are the small some theoretical background we discussed here. So to repeat the same, not in high level, and also we'll discuss about some interesting point about the BTP here, right? So normally here, so BTP stands like it's kind of platform as a service business technology platform. So in this business technology platform, SAP is providing the platform to the customer to deploy their applications, your business scenarios, and to integrate into your on-premises systems and everything. So they are providing, right? So this is the so BTP. So people are getting joined here. Okay, so this is what we discussed about the BTP. So to additionally to discuss about the BTP, BTP is the so BTP is the one of the portfolio of the SAP product, right? This is the one of the SAP biggest portfolio nowadays. So successful biggest portfolio of the SAP product services. And also all these SAP solutions are grouped under four technology pillars. So four technology integrated technology pillars, four pillars of the BTP here, right? So they are mainly on the four pillars, four integrated technology pillars here. So that is called the one is the right. So in the four technology pillars, so BTP is a portfolio of the SAP products and also the services and solutions. All these products, services, and solutions are grouped under four four integrated pillars. So the four integrated pillars, one pillar is called the database, database and database management systems, DBMS. So this is the one pillar. The second pillar is called the mainly the analytics. Then after that, they are mainly integrated part, which means application development. Then the fourth pillar called the then mainly currently they are in the intelligence technologies here. So they are the mainly four types of so pillars, all their services, solutions, their products, they have categorized into the four types here, that we will call it as the four pillars here, right? Four pillars here. So normally why we need BTP here? So why we have to use the BTP? So BTP is a cloud platform that is enables developers to build their applications, extend their applications, to innovate new innovation or enhancement their applications, services. So on the cloud product, on the cloud side, they want to use it, they can use so the BTP is the one of the multi-cloud environment, they can use it. It's like customer choice, where they want to deploy their applications, where they want to run their business, in which cloud providers they want to provide it. We have the SAP and so AWS, Azure. So we have the multiple so technologies are there here, right? Multiple cloud providers, GCP, IBM Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, so everything. And also BTP supports multiple programming languages and also the programming languages, Python, Java, and scripting. All these things also they are separate services. Almost as of now, we have So currently 92, I guess. So as of now, we have the 92 plus the applications and services BTP is providing here. In that, few services are related to the DB, DBMS, analytics related services, development related services, applications, I mean to say, intelligent related services are there here. So what is mean by database management services? Here SAP is providing the databases like SAP HANA and SAP HANA cloud. In the cloud environment directly we can deploy the, so your HANA cloud we can deploy it, and also the data intelligence services, and also MDG, master data governance related services, and also one of the SAP product is called the, recently they have released that SAP Sybase also. Sybase also is one of the, so one of the service, database service which is providing by the your, so BTP. So if you subscribe, if you are using the BTP, the Sybase also you can use it to subscribe this one. The one more thing is called the analytics. So they are mainly on the analytics also. Why? Because in the on-premises systems, normally we will use the SAC, right? SAP Analytics Cloud, and also that BI, BO, BobJ. So these services we will use it for the reporting purpose and everything. Same as like here in the BTP also, they are providing the these services SAC, BobJ, and also the BPC, business planning consolidations, and also warehouse and the BW for HANA. So they are providing this type of services to the customers to use it. Instead of deploying everything under your on-premises systems or any other cloud providers, maintaining the infrastructure special cost, so they are providing the services, all maintenance activities, everything will be done by the SAP only. So you have to just to, you have to take the that application, you need to deploy any one of the cloud providers, you need to use it, that's it, right? The second one, third one is called the application development. In the application development, so they are the different suites, right? Integration suite for the deploying the CPI Ariba related, and also they are in the extension suite. Normally every application will be in the extension suite only, right? Except CPI Ariba related, and also some PO related services they are providing in the application development related services. So the fourth one, very interesting, the main thing is called the intelligence technologies. Intelligent technologies means it's like kind of, so AI, artificial intelligence related services, so chatbots. So if you can do, you can deploy the chatbots on the RPAs. So robotic process automation related RPAs, you can deploy it. So conversational AI. So this kind of some internet things, and also chat GPT integration with their S4HANA systems, chat GPT integration with their S4HANA systems. This kind of services they are providing. This called the intelligent technologies. So that's why SAP, they have categorized their services into the four types here. So database, so analytics and application development and intelligent services, intelligent technologies. As of now, they are providing the 92 plus services they are providing to the customers here. So sir, where can we see here? So if you go to the SAP Discovery Center, SAP Discovery Center here, in the Discovery Center, we can see the all kind of, in the Discovery Center, all kind of services, what services they are providing. So suppose you can see what is the type of the service here. This is the ABAP environment. So like that, we have the HANA cloud. So custom, some like cloud integration automation related services. Like that, there are number of services they are providing here, right? So some analytics related services, SAC. So some analytics related services, SAC related services they are providing, SAP Analytics Cloud, right? And also RPA. Some RPA related services, robotics, so bots, chatbots related services. So it kind of AI related services they are providing to the customers here. So they are mainly in the, so here you can see the integrations, database, data analytics, application development related, so capabilities they are providing to the customer. Sybase database, you can also create and use the Sybase related service also. Sir, how can we see here? So here, as we discussed last time, so you have to purchase the account, you have to purchase the account from the SAP here. You have to purchase the account from the SAP here. So nowadays there are the two types of accounts are providing by the SAP. Two types of accounts are providing by SAP. One is the trial account, right? One is the trial account which is providing for free as a service, free services, but there is some limitation of the free services. The second one is the enterprise account, right? Enterprise account, enterprise account, enterprise account, free service and free trial account and enterprise account. They're providing these two types of accounts. So in this is called the global account. So you need to purchase the account from SAP. You need to purchase the account from SAP to subscribe your services. You need to purchase this one from the SAP global account. You have to purchase from the SAP here. The types of global account means it kind of free trial account, it kind of enterprise account. If it is the enterprise account, in the last week we discussed about the licensing model for the enterprise account, subscription based and consumption based accounts. The two types of accounts are available in the here, either the pay as you go CPI models. That is what we discussed it, right? So that is the types of the global accounts here. In the global accounts also, so we have the free trial account is available, which we can purchase it here. So where can we get these things? How can we access all kind of services from the BTP here? How can I access? How can I use my BTP here? Right? So BTP, so they are giving the one web-based user interface called the BTP cockpit. They are providing the one of the interface to you, user interface to you, that is called the user interface, that is called the so cockpit, BTP cockpit here. So in the BTP cockpit here, we can it's kind of central point of access to the all the services, all the services. It's kind of central point of access. So normally, if I take the outside example, HANA Cloud. So sorry, HANA Cockpit, right? HANA Cockpit is the central point of access. Here we can see the all kind of services, application, everything we can access, right? HANA related. Same as like BTP Cockpit also, central point of access to deploy your applications, to integrate your applications, to use your applications, to connect your backend SAP systems on premises. All kind of work we have to do it in the cockpit level. We have to take it here. So what is the URL we have to use it for the cockpit here? What is the URL we have to use it here for the cockpit level? So we have the URL. It's called the, maybe if you go to the accounts dot something, you will get the so you will get the account here. You will get the account from the SAP. So normally, so BTP, so you will get the BTP central point of access. You will get from the BTP here. You can see this is the cockpit.btp.cloud.com. This is the cockpit for the enterprise account. This is the URL you will get from the SAP here. Normally, otherwise, if you type it also, you will get it here. So normally, if you type it also, you will get from here. Yeah, yes, someone having some questions, please.
Ravindra, sorry to interrupt. I just want to know. I just now joined, so just want to know: is this a first session?
It's a second. It's a second session. First session last weekend we have completed, so that's why just I'm briefing you about.
Ravindra, sorry. I want to join daily batch.
So it's you want to join in the daily batch means, so just I can add you in the daily batch group also.
Okay, sure. So I'm leaving now.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
want to join from scratch.
Okay, I can ping. No
So
problem.
I'm leaving now. Please add me in that daily batch.
Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So it's only for the weekend. As for a few members request, we have started in the weekend only. So weekdays batches are different here. So those are the weekdays. There is some progress on the weekdays. So that is the weekdays batches. So let's come to our topic here. The BTP. So the cockpit, we are discussing about the cockpit here. So cockpit is the one of the central point of access to the your all the applications and everything here. Normally our work starts from here. Here only. The BTP, all the work starts from here only in this cockpit itself. We will start it from the here itself. All the work we will start from the here, right? So this is the central point of access for the all the services and everything here, right? This is the BTP cockpit here. So in this cockpit here, you will see the all the kind of services. So cloud, multiple cloud services, all kind of information is available. So to access this BTP cockpit, so just you can register to your normal you can also register it here. I will guide you how to get your access to the here, how to get access to the BTP. I will guide you here. I will guide you how to get this BTP access. So or how to connect to the my BTP, the server environment, how to connect it here. So that everything I will guide you here, so that you all be in the same page. You are all in the same page, and you can also get practice on this one, right? So just I'm logging with my PID, means your organizational account also. You can log in with your organizational account also. You can log in with this one, right? So my PID is mapped to the here this organizational account. That's why so I am using this one. So just I'm logging to the our BTP cockpit here. This is the BTP cockpit. Just to open the trial account. So in this trial account, you will see the so all kind of this is the our BTP home page looks like. This is our BTP home page here. This is the BTP home page here. So this is the global account here. This is the global account. So this is the global account which is giving by the SAP. So this is the URL, right? This is the global account which is given by the SAP here. So what is mean by here? The architecture is looks like in the BTP. How we have to define? Suppose kind of global account will be provided by the SAP. In that you need to create the one sub accounts. You have to create it multiple sub accounts, depends upon the environments. You have to create it. Then if you have the on-premises systems, then you need to integrate your on-premises SAP systems into. So here you have to integrate it here. Here you have to integrate it here. This is the global account. Under the global account, you have to define the scenario, business scenarios. You have to define it here. So business scenarios, you have to define it in the so cockpit level. You have to define the business scenarios here, right? So cockpit level. So you have to define the all the business scenarios and everything. You have to define it. So this is the structure looks like this. Our simple landscape, the account structure, our BTP architecture looks like. This is a global account which is providing by the SAP, right? So SAP will provide the global account to you. Under that, you need to create the systems. Normally, in SAP language, we will call it as the so development system, so quality system, like production system. Normally, we will call it as the production systems like this, right? So here also you have the development. So SAP development, SAP development, so SAP quality, so SAP, so production, like this we have, so systems are there here, right? This is the on-premises environment. This is the your on-premises environment, all these things. So here the above hierarchy is called the your so SAP environment, SAP delimited, SAP delimited zone is in the cloud, SAP cloud environment. It is available here. This is the SAP cloud environment. It is available in the cloud environment here. This is our on-premises SAP systems here. So this global account, this is the global account. So this is the global account. This global account is providing by the SAP to every customer here. The types of global account is called the trial accounts or enterprise accounts here. So how the licensing model works means we already discussed about the licensing model and all these things we already discussed here, right? So in the global account, the here in a BTP side, we should discuss about the some technical norms here, some technical terms here. So first of all, what is mean by global account? What is mean by global account here? So the global account representation to so your contract agreement with SAP. The global account is when you contract with SAP, they will provide you the one global account here. Maybe it kind of structure of the global account as the structure of the one new house which you are going to build it. Structure of the house. So when you walk in front of your door, there are no rooms, no floors, just a wide open space. that is called the global account, right? Wider open the space, no rooms, just the kind of structure of the space they will provide to the global account to you, right? It's kind of global account structure of the space. They will provide the space to you. Then after that, you need to build the rooms, then master bedroom, small bedroom, kitchen, something like that. You need to build it. That's your duty, not the SAP duty. SAP will give you the space to build your business scenarios and everything. Then after that, how you want to build your account structures like this, that is your wish, right? Your wish means administrator have to do this kind of work here. So global account is called the set of services. One of the space SAP is providing set of services to you, depends upon the agreement which you have a word with them, so that they will give the agreement, one agreement. Based upon that agreement, you have the some set of services that you have to use. It depends upon the licensing model here, right? That is called the global. So global account here. Then immediately you have the entitlements. You can see here in the entitlements. So what is mean by entitlements, right? So why? Because we are going to today, we are going to create the sub accounts and everything. We are going to create it here. So that is the reason. So I'm going to explain about the some technical norms here. Next one is called the entitlements. What is this entitlements here? So entitlements. So this entitlement service are based upon the your contract you signed it. Some set of services are included automatically to the your global account, right? Some set of services. So that services, how you want to segregate to the so your sub accounts. Why? Because here we will create the accounts here, sub accounts we have to create it here. Suppose one new customer came to you and they are asking to build the one development workspace, development system. Then you will build the development SAP system, right? Then quality SAP system and production SAP system. How you are building in the SAP level in the on-premise environment or cloud environment, same as like here BTP also, you need to create the one account. That account is called the sub account. Why? Because under the global you are creating the one account, that is called the sub account you are creating here. That's why we will call it as the sub account here. Here our actual development work starts from here. Our actual development work starts from this sub account level. So quality and production sub account level, our actual work starts from here, right? So that's why, so we will call it as here. Then who will assign the how we have to assign a specific set of services, how we have to restrict the all kind of services to the here, right? So in the global account you have the entitlements. In the global account you have the entitlements. This entitlement will restrict it. Entitlement will assign the some service assignment to the your respective sub accounts. It will assign to the your respective sub accounts. So entitlement will restrict it here, right? So this is a account explorer, which means your accounts looks like what is your account global account. It will be the this is the home page of the home page here. So resource provider means resource provider. Resource provider means suppose your customer already in the AWS, they are using the some Kubernetes, some Azure. Your customer already in the AWS or Azure, they are using the some applications. Sir, I have already Azure subscription. You are already using the Azure related services. You are already using it. Sir, why again I have to use the BTP cockpit, right? So in that case, what you have to do, you can add that resource, whatever the resources you are using the Azure, just you can add those, that you can just map your, it kind of small word is called the map. You can map that services, that applications to the, here you can map it, here you can use it in the BTP cockpit also, you can use it here. BTP cockpit also, you can use it here. That's why we will use the provider concept, new provider concept. If you already have the services, then you can use the services. Otherwise, you can ignore it here. Boosters. So this is a cockpit actually. Before we go for the cockpit and before entering into the inside of the system, you should know about the all these things and everything. So this boosters means some set of some services are automation related services are there here. Some services are automotive related services, which means you no need to go to the inside of the sub account level. Why? Because here we have to, so global account they will provide to you. Under that you need to create the sub accounts, they have to create it under the each sub account, so you need to deploy the some applications, right? So here you need to manually go to the inside of the sub account, you need to use it. But some services are automation related services, which means if you just click on this button, suppose you want to add some some set of services here, you want to some set of services to the, so your application, some mobile applications, the micro, some services you required here, right? So in this case, just click on the start button, so that will go and add it to the, your so sub account level, it will go and add to the your sub accounts. It will select the sub account which account you want to deploy. So either the development, just click on the dev01, then it will go and add it to the your account. Automatically the setup will be done. Boosters means it kind of to build your applications automatically. Boosters will guide it automatically. So it will go and deploy the applications here, some dependency related services and everything. It will be do that one. So it's not all the services are in the boosters, only specific services. If you want to use it, you can use it. Otherwise, manually also, there is a way manually also we can go and we can check it out. So next one is the system landscape. So what are the systems are there in your systems, and all these things will be displayed here. So it's not much useful here. If any services are there, here it will be displayed. Or if you want to add any systems here, you can add the systems also. So commercial cloud systems, S4HANA cloud. If you have already systems are there in the cloud environment. Suppose in the SAP environment, you have already services are there. So then, so you can go ahead and you can just so add that one. You can go ahead and you can just add that one. So just add that system to the here, so that system is available here. That system is available here. Means from here onwards, so we can monitor it. From here onwards, we can monitor it here, right? So that is the main thing which we are planning. So that is the one. So about the systems here, how to adding the systems here.
Yes, I have a question here for system landscape.
Yes.
For S4 HANA Cloud, I have to add it here. I have to have some type of access there, or if I
You
don't have
suppose you have already system is there. Suppose you have the
Yeah.
S4 HANA cloud system already there, so that system has some groups, so that you can use that one. You can also here you can use it, that systems you can add it to the here also, you can use it here, so that
Okay.
your S4 HANA cloud system will be with your global account. You must, so because when you are taking the subscription S4 HANA cloud, you can, that SAP system you can also add it to the here. How we are using the resource provider. So suppose you have the some applications, right? Suppose your customer already using the some Azure applications, they are already using it here. So they want, why they want BTP again? You have already Azure console access, Azure provider, they are providing the one console, you are already using that one. Why you need that one? So BTP also, you can also just to map your that Azure related services to the here also, you can map it here. This is the AWS and Azure, they are providing those services. Suppose system landscape means here we have the some systems already there. Some systems are already there. You want to provision that systems here. You want to get the token that systems. You want to provision that systems here. You want to provision that systems here. So that in that case, so you can just add that system to the here. You can just also add the system to here. Maybe once we build the your sub accounts, then we will discuss more about the this system landscape. Also, I will discuss with you more here, right? I will discuss with you. But entitlements is here, which the some set of services which are entertained, which are allowed to use it. SAP will provide you the, when you take the account, when you take the global account, SAP will provide you the list of services to you, some list of services to you. So which means when you take the subscription from SAP, they will provide the some services to you. So suppose like 59 services they have provided to me. In these 59 services, I can use it, all this kind of services, theme designer, so service ticket, HANA Cloud, some graphics related services, everything I can use it, right? So those are services are available in the entitlements here. So I want to assign to the sub account level, then we have to create the sub accounts here. So how to create the sub accounts, everything means we will see here. Before that, first of all, what is the sub account here? Global account means which is providing by the SAP here. Global account means which is providing the SAP to you. That what about the, so what about the your sub account? What is the sub account here? The sub account is the so 1 minute, someone asking the meeting link here. So sub account is the, so one of the sub account is the one of the your application which you have to define with sub account, which holds the together of your applications, services, so which are allows you to organize your business structures, so some landscape, so it kind of room. So global account is the structure of the your house, right? We will call it as the structure of the your account. In that structure, of the your house, in that structure of the your house, you are in the structure of the house, you are going to create the one room, right? You are going to create the one room in the your house, that is called the sub account. How you want to partition the your house means that is your wish, means your business, how you want to business means the architects will create that architecture. Suppose like the simple model here, this is the simple architecture. Here are the three systems, backend ECC systems. You want to use your business value, some applications in the back side, you have to use it. So you have the some trials and some credits you have, you want to use that, you have to extend your applications on the cloud side also, so that you are using the, so BTP cockpit you are using, and the global account you will get it out. Then after that, so building the skeleton, your landscape, the landscape strategy is your duty. The landscape strategy is your duty here. So the landscape strategy here, so your duty here. So landscape strategy here is our duty. Landscape strategy is our, so your duty here. So which means how we want to provision here, how to create the account, sub accounts we had. What is mean by sub account here? First of all, sub accounts we are discussing here. So what is mean by sub account here? Sub account is together of your SAP, your applications, whatever the services you want to use it, right? So you have to use it in the sub account level. The services which are providing by SAP, these all services you have to use in the sub account level, you have to use it here, so that you can properly organize and structure your global account. It kind of sub account is a room your house, in your house, in the room, one room that is called the here. How many rooms you decide to use it, that is you, that is your wish, this is up to you. How many rules, how many sub accounts you want to use it, you can use it. That many sub accounts you can use it based upon the scenarios, you can create it here. So let's go to create the sub account here, right? Sub account we have to create it under the global account. Under the global account we have to create it here. Now first sub account we are going to deploy, that is called the development sub account, we are going to create it here. Global account in here SAP will create you. Then to use this any applications, SAP applications, everything, we have to use the sub account, you have to use it here. Just click on the create symbol, create the sub account here, right? Just create the sub account here. Then you will get the, means sub account means your development, you are building the one room, entire your house space, you are building the one house here. Maybe if I talk about the SAP language, if I talk about the SAP language here, if I talk about the SAP language here, so the sub account is called the your SAP system, one of the SAP development system you are building in the your cloud level, you are building. So in the cloud level, in the cloud terminology, we will call it as the sub account you are creating here. So to create the sub account, you need to log in your global account, you have to log in here. This is the global account they will provide to you. Then under that we have to go to, just click on the create sub account, right? Here, what is that sub account name? You have to create it here, right? Sub account name. Here we have to put how you want to create the sub account. Directly you are creating the production. You want to release the without development, without testing. You want to create the sub account, right? So suppose I want some development sub account. Development sub account I have created here. So what is the region here? So where you want to deploy your services, either the AWS or so Azure cloud, right? Region means in the AWS in which region, and here in the Azure in which region you are going to deploy your services, right? So Azure, so where you want to deploy it here. So here, so not only these services we have so multiple regions are available in the SAP side. Multiple regions are available in the SAP data center here. So multiple regions are available in the same data center. Multiple regions here, right? So multiple regions means there are the multiple cloud providers are available here to. So in this any cloud providers you can deploy your SAP, not SAP, your business applications you can deploy it. Any cloud providers. Suppose if I take the any cloud providers means normally you know, right? AWS, Azure, then GCP, right? And also you have the IBM Cloud also they are providing, and also Alibaba Cloud. So these are the most popular cloud providers. These are the AWS and Azure, and next GCP, and these are the cloud providers. In any cloud providers, any environment in the data center, you can deploy your business applications. Into the any cloud providers, you can deploy it. So it's no matter where you want to deploy it. But here, when you are choosing here, when you are creating your sub account, your sub account in the region, you need to choose it here. You need to choose it correctly here, right? Suppose I want to build here. I want to build the in Azure landscape. Just click on the Azure here. So that is fine. This region is fine here. But here subdomain is the very important here. Why? Because whenever you choose anything here, immediately here the naming will be changed here. Subdomain hyphen your random naming convention will be chosen here. So this is the very, very, very important here. Why? Because here whatever the name you are providing here, that is part of the name is part of the your URLs, your business application URL. Subdomain will become part of the URL for accessing the applications. Suppose if you provided the development, right? So that my business application URL, suppose my business application URL like, so development dot, right? So development dot, so CF10 Cloud Foundry, CF dot, so US10 dot, so on demand.com slash suppose development, something like that. This is the my URL looks like this. So this is the environment, this is the data center name, this is the common SAP FQDN name, right? Like that your URL will be displayed here. For just an example, suppose if you change it to the different naming convention, if you change it here, different naming convention, you can change it here. How you want to put the URLs, how is your business application looks like, what is the substitute name, like the prefix name, how would be the prefix name of your application. That's why when you are choosing this one, we have to carefully choose this one. Why? Because you choose it wrongly, some application you choose it wrongly, it's not suppose if you choose something like development, so something like that you will get the account like something 1 2 3 4 5 means, so it's not the URL is not looks like good, right? The host name of the URL is not like looks like it's not very good, it's ugly. So how the users can easily remember it, suppose if you show, if I see for my morning batch students, just we created the applications. So Fiori applications we created. Just if I open, the sub account name is the Fiori, remaining all are the, so first app we deployed it here. The first app we deployed it here in the Fiori side, we deployed it here. If they open the URL, So everything they will get it out here. Everything they will open it here. They open the URL. Suppose my morning batch students, suppose what we did is here. So for other batch students, we have created the one app, we have created it here. One app we have created here. One app. So we have created under the one app we have created. So in that app, so if you open the URLs, if you open the URL, so any one of the URL that is which the morning guys are using, if you open the URL, so you will get the so login page, so login page, so login page, and so the Fury tiles, everything will be opened. The Fury tiles, everything will be opened here. The Fury tiles and everything will be opened here. So that is what. So they are opening from the mobile also. They are opening nowadays. So they are opening the mobile. All my backend systems they are connecting and they are doing the work and everything here, right? So that is what they are doing here. So let me show you one example here. Why we are giving the very importance while creating the sub accounts here. Why we are giving that one. So what is the importance here, right? So let me show you here. But because if you don't give like this, so what happens? So when you are working, so when you give the URL to the users, it's like different URL they cannot easily remember, right? They cannot easily remember. This is the my URL looks like. My launchpad, my Fury URL looks like this is the one. Why? Because my sub account name is the Fury. Just I created the my sub account name as like Fury, like that I created here. We go to the here, my created the my sub account name is Fury. So all my URLs are starting from the sub account only, Fury, something like that. So this is the development tile, first app. So if I click on this button, it will connect to the my backend systems. It will connect to the my backend on-premise systems. Then it will open the all SAP screens and everything will be opened here. It will open the all SAP screens and everything will be opened to the here. So that the users can practice, user can then open it, user can do the anything from the their mobile also nowadays they are opening. In the mobile screen also, mobile also they are opening and they are practicing the SAP systems and everything. They are practicing all these things. They are practicing it. So if I tell to anyone, just this is the common name. This is a common name for everything. So just I can say like we can just use the Fury.launchpad so that it will be common for everyone. Every user is common. It is common for all the users. So like that, so I can inform to the all the users something like that, right? They can open from the memory. So like that is the reason, that is the purpose. So when you are deploying, when you are creating the accounts, carefully we have to plan the your sub account. The bottom line is when you are creating the sub account here, maybe development, right? Development account I am creating here. When you are choosing the region, by default you will give the different name here, but we have to remove it here. Otherwise, what happens? So what happens otherwise? So it will the URL looks like whatever the names comes here. That is the URL here. URL of the your business application. See here, the subdomain will become part of the URL for accessing the applications. So, sir, I have wrongly given it. Now, tomorrow, your customer asks you to change it, means it's not possible. Again, you have to delete entire sub account, you have to delete it. Renaming is not possible once you create the sub account. Again, you need to delete it. Again, you have to recreate it. That is the
Okay,
main feature.
sorry, I have a question here. Like instead of using this like Fury Launchpad dot on demand, this one, if I want to use my company domain name, like to
Yeah,
be generic and to be user friendly instead of this, is this some way to do
possible.
that?
Yes, you have the one. You have the one application that is called the custom domain, right?
Okay.
Your own custom domain application, right? You can just custom domain service which will configure your own customer domain, right? You can only define instead of the default subdomain, you can use your own custom domain, right? No one will stop you this one, but it's not, there is a pricing. It's not very free, but it's a pricing. You can see the how the pricing part and everything for the each and every service. So in which area, which systems, why? Because the domain. So it's available in the AWS environment and Azure environment, GCP and SAP HEC also available here. In AWS, in which regions available? Australia, Brazil, Canada, Europe, like that. You have the all the systems are available here. in this region, custom domain service, this custom domain application who are providing you to deploy it means, so these all are the countries you can deploy, anywhere you can deploy these applications. So what is the cost for this one block size? Block means here memory, GB. Block means GB here. So this is the per month you have to pay the 100. So 100 euros you have to pay it here. Custom domain. You have to pay for the 100 euros. You can deploy it. Instead of SAP default domain, suppose like we have seen, right? Default domain means something like that ondemand.com. So that you can change it. It's not a problem. It's very simple. We can change it. That one also we can change it here. But it's not the free software actually. It's a kind of pricing. We have to take subscription. We have to take it. Then we can use it. This domain we can use it here. So custom domain process we can use it here. Right. So that is the reason. So why I'm telling all. Yeah.
Sorry, Ravila. Which one is beneficial, and why should I use that custom domain? What is the benefit for the customer?
Custom domain means your own on-premises domain, right? So why we want to use
Yes.
the ondemand.com and everything, SAP related domains. Some customers, they don't want to use other domain. Why? Because it's your service. Your data accessing by the your customer, your users, they are accessing your data, right? Then all company names, everything norms should be your company, right? As per security policies, everything should be your company name only. Then if you are exposing means, if you are exposing everything under here means, so because it will be maintaining by the SAP. So we are not sure it is maintaining by the SAP. So they are giving this common name for all the customers they are giving. If you don't
Correct,
want, if you
but,
don't, yeah.
Correct, but still, if some customers using a custom domain, but still their data is going to store on SAP cloud only. Correct?
SAP cloud only, SAP only. Whatever the environment,
Yes.
it is going to store.
It
But
is not in on-premises.
right.
Either you are using on-demand SAP cloud, or you can use a custom domain, but the data is going to store on SAP cloud. Then how that data is going to secured in terms of if any company norms related to the data security?
Coming to the security part, why? Because here
No, my main purpose of the question is why we are using the custom domain here. If it is only that security purpose, that the company that in that particular domain there is a data of user data and the company's business data, right? So again, anyways, either we can use a on-demand or is a custom domain, but the both data is going to store on a cloud only.
cloud
Then
only,
how
cloud
it is
only.
then how it is going to how can we say it is a secure?
So how can we say it is secure means, so while deploying the custom domain, there is some rules we have to define it here. If you see the architecture flow here, there is some rules, some private keys, public keys, some certificates based exchange to connect to their backend systems. So there is some configuration here to create your own naming conventions and everything here. So SAP on-premises systems you are using, right? You are using the on-premises systems. Then why you are creating the certificates in the trust SSO, to why you are creating with your own company names, why you are creating CN is equal to your customer company name dot mycompany.com, why you are creating, why you are creating. So it's company norms, right? Your company norms, your it's authentication purpose. So you are creating. Same way here also you can use the custom domain instead of using the ana.ondemand.com. So you can just use the custom domain. You can buy the example of the .com here. So how this will work here? So example.com subdomain. Then the certificates more secureable, certificates based authentication. Then send the certificate, only the signed certificate response to your backend systems. So like this. So why? Because here custom domain, why we are using in the cloud level means you are using the on-premises systems you are using here, right? Why? Because you have the on-premises systems, backend SAP systems you have. So and also cloud side you are using the sub accounts, you are using it here. But here your sub accounts are using your on-demand hana.ondemand.com, they are using it here. But here your on-premises systems, they are using the mycompany.com, they are using it here, right? Both are different one here. So some companies, they want to, for SSO purpose, single sign-on purpose, SSO purpose. So for single sign-on, how it will work? Both the certificate naming conventions, both the certificates are exchanged. So then the single sign-on certificate-based authentication will work. In that case, customer has to use the this custom domain. They can configure it. They are not. They are saying they are not saying that it's very mandate. They are saying that it's very mandate to customer. That's your wish. If you want to use the custom domain, your own company.com, you can use it, so that tomorrow you have some business scenarios. You are using your why? Because you are exposing your on-premises business data into the cloud level, public level. You are exposing, so that the attackers, that is the company, the SAP will take care of all these things. In the DMZ zone, they will take care of. But our safer side also, our company data we have to secure, right? Our company data we have to secure, right? So that is the reason. So they are providing the custom services. That is your wish. If you want to use it for your own custom domain, you can use it. Otherwise, so don't use the custom domain. You can use the default instead of, you can use the default custom subdomain. You can use it.
Okay. We can say the data privacy is more than
Some custom. Yes.
custom domain than that other.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, Ravinder, one question. Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, regarding the URL changing for SAP URL from sub account level and custom domain. So as you mentioned, the sub account level, once we define the URL, we cannot change it. It's a one time.
Right.
And if you go with the custom domain, so a number of time we can change the URL if we
Yeah, subdomain. Yeah, we can change it. That URL you can change it. Some configuration only. In the sub account level, you have to change the configuration. So here the custom domain means here it is not, this is not changing. Later, this is, so how if I'm using the custom domain, in that case, my URL looks like, my application looks like, say command.com. So my company.com, something like that. My URL looks like this one. So that, so if you change the domain names here, so you are not configuring any domain. Sub account level, you are not configuring any domains here. Just you are giving the friend, maybe host name. In the on-premises, we will call it as the host name, right? Your host name you are giving, just host name you are giving. Later, whatever the things will come, like later hana.ondemand.com, this is a subdomain. This will be changed here. This will be changed. That is called the domain, custom domain. That will be changed to your own domain name here.
Okay, got it.
Maybe when we deploy our applications, we will come to know how the URL looks like. Then why we are saying that this is the very important. Everything you will come to know why it is very important. But because previously, I will tell you the one scenario here. When I am the starting time, I have created the one in the US environment. I created the one account I have created. Suppose like, so abcd.I domain I created. So I have not noticed this one. I have not noticed. So here it will come the different naming convention. I have not noticed. I have not noticed that one. Suppose like development, hyphen, some random naming convention you will get here. So I have not noticed this one. Then when I deployed my first medical device app, the travel app, medical device app, purchase order, PO order apps in the development environment. So then the customer asked for the URL to test it. I provide the URL like this one, like this .ondemand.com. I provided to the customer. Customer said, "What is this URL? It's like ugly. The URL looks like it's not very good. What is this, man? How can I give this URL to the users here? How can I give you this URL to the users? So can you change it now? Can you rename this where you have configured?" I told that, "Sir, I have configured here." So can you change it to my own naming convention? It should not be like this development or something like that. My company name, maybe -dev, you can give it. That's fine. But what is this? All these things, some naming convention. How the users remember all these things? Right? So it's not looks like good here. So again, I want to change it here. After creation of the sub account, I want to change it. I deployed the applications, services, everything. I deployed it. I want to go and rename. Rename is not possible. The only one word I got from SAP is delete the sub account, recreate it. That's it. That's what I got from SAP. That's why, so when you're creating the sub account, so based upon my experience, I'm telling, so make sure, so you have to clearly remove that sub account, some name that you have to remove it here. See here, my sub account is getting created here. You can see that my sub account, that my development sub account is getting created. It's done. So my sub account development, it is in the multi-cloud environment. So it is deployed on the US East environment, AWS cloud provider, it is deployed. So how to open? Then just if you click on this button, then you will be connected through your sub accounts here. So there are some restrictions here to connect to the sub account here, right? Each sub account, user management, configuration, everything, entire configuration is different here. Suppose how we have in the on-premises, we have development, quality, production, development users, quality applications, development configurations, code, how it is different. Same way here also, whatever you are doing in the sub account level, that is specific to the sub account only. It is not applicable for the other accounts, other customers, everything. That is specific to your sub account only. So if you create the one user, I want to access the quality production sub account also, it's not possible. Each account, user management, destinations, we will call it as the SAP level, SM59. User management means, so SU01, PFCZ, this is a user management. So SAML2 configurations, all this in the trusted configuration, we have to perform it. So the IDP integrations, everything. Applications, we have to deploy it here. Subscriptions, we have to take it from here. So this is the overview page of the here sub account. This is the overview page of the your sub account. This is the first time when you deploy the account, you will get this page. This is the sub account page. So this page, you have to give the access to the your platform users here. So yeah, someone asking something here.
Ravila, is there any meaning for the parents tab while it is showing while creating the account sub accounts? So parents or patents, I'm not sure exactly.
Where?
While creating a sub accounts, so just after the subdomain.
Okay, subdomain.
Yes.
You are creating the sub account.
Yes. Yeah, parent, right? So is there any meaning?
Okay.
So do we need to
Parent
change
means it's a global account. Parent
Okay.
means under the global account. Everything you have to in under the global account, right? This global account is providing by the
Okay.
SAP. So under the global account, under the father, we are deploying the sons. Everything we are in the here. Under the father, we are everything, right? After father only everything. The father is given by the SAP. So that under the father, we are deploying the all the houses, everything we are deploying here. So parent means global account.
So the customer can have multiple global account.
Right.
I can see here
Like,
switch global account.
Yes, right. Yeah. One customer have the multiple global accounts also, you can create it here. That's possible.
What's the business case like? I need to have multiple accounts.
Suppose
global
one account, suppose they don't want everything will be in the one account. They want non-production one global account, the production one global account they required. Suppose why? Because so for non-production, the business use case is very less, so that they will get the use case, and also the pricing model is different for the which you are using for the one account. Suppose example I will give you here. Here you have chosen the two things here, right? So two things here, two sub accounts, two global accounts you have chosen here. So you are planning, why should I give main importance to the two sub accounts here? Why should I spend much on the non-production sub account? Why should I spend on the much on the production sub account? Why should I do that one, right? So I can split it here. I can split my account model to the two sub accounts here. One is the global production sub account here, production global account, and the non-production global account I can use it here. Production is very important to me here. So that's why whatever the amount I have to spend it, everything I can spend it to the production only. Here I can use some pre-trial services, I can use it instead of subscription consumption based model. My production I can use the consumption based model, and So my non-production global account, I can use some less priority services, I can use it, some less licensing model, I can use it. In this way, you can save your licensing, right? Some amount to the customer, you can save it, right? Suppose if you put everything in under the one global account, if you put everything under your development, quality, production, everything you put it here, something is happened your global account here. Suppose in the AWS region, something is happened here. So maybe you have the one more account, right? Then we can switch on this account. It kind of production DR purpose, also non-production production purpose. That is your use case. Depends upon the business case. They have given the multiple global accounts also, we can create it.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, so just click on how to log into the sub account. So global account level, nothing we will do. Just we have to open the sub account. Here we have to do the actual work starts from here. Actual work starts from here. So but here this the tenant ID, sub account, both are same. These IDs are very important here. Why? Because so these IDs are very important. These IDs will be generated by the random numbers will be generated. The unique numbers will be generated by the SAP here. So where we have to use it here. So in the suppose you want to integrate to your on-premises systems sub account, here you need to use the cloud connectors. As I said in the previously, your sub accounts, your cloud related any account, any service will not directly talk to your SAP systems on premises. Through cloud connector only it will talk to your on premises SAP system. So cloud account level, if you want to register this your sub account into the cloud connector level, you need to use the sub account ID, you have to use it. Because we are going to use the same here. We are going to use so the sub account we are going to use in the cloud connector also. And also the cloud connector related installations, configurations, everything we have to perform it here. But because without doing this one, what is the use of using this global account? What is the use of the BTP test cases which I mentioned? Why it is the use of using here? We should be some on-premise environment should be exist, right? Then only the test cases, building the Fiori apps, everything that will work here. So not only Fiori app, so some other service also will work, right? So what is the use case here? So that is the reason. So we have the on-premise environment also available. Connect this on-premise environment, we need the cloud connectors. So this cloud connector installations, configurations, everything we have to do that one. So we will do that one in the class itself. We will do everything here. So your sub account is ready now, right? Your sub account development sub account is ready now. Then what next? Here? So then what is the next? Next one, your sub account means this structure is ready here. Your sub account is ready. Configuration, not the configuration, the skeleton, the plain vanilla. Normally we will call it as the plain vanilla system, something like that. Greenfield implementation. Greenfield sub account is ready here, right? Then you have to what are the services? Either you can subscribe the services, but you cannot do the configuration until unless your systems are connected to the cloud connectors. We cannot do the configuration, or we can subscribe the services. Later, once we integrate to your backend systems, we can use this configuration and everything we can perform. Vice versa, there is a dependency, but definitely the integration should be required here. Cloud connector integrations connecting to your backend systems. That integrations are very important here. Right? So that is the main thing here. So here to understand this one, so you have deployed the sub account here. So then what next here? Then you have to go to the marketplace here. Go to the marketplace. Suppose I want to deploy one of the service here. Suppose service means I want to deploy my ABAP environment, ABAP system here. Cloud level, SAP is providing the ABAP system. Cloud also, SAP is providing the ABAP system. Suppose if you don't have on-premise SAP systems, ABAP systems, you can also use your ABAP system, you can use it. Sorry, here I don't have the ABAP system. How can I get it here? Why? Because you have not assigned it to your sub account level. You have not assigned. Go to the entity assignment. entity assignments here, service assignment or entity assignment. Go to the entity assignment, select the sub account. What is the sub account? Development sub account. Select the sub account, configure the entitlements, add the whatever the service you want to add it here. Suppose ABAP, you want to add this ABAP to the, so you want to add this ABAP to the your global account, your sub account, or you want to add some APIs, some alert notification to the here. So you can use this alert notification to the here. You want to add some HANA related services. So some whatever you want to use it, you want to add some integration related source. You want to add some job scheduling related service. You want to use it here. You can use it here. Some mobile related services you want to use it. You can use it here. You want to build applications, anything process automations related, you want to use it here. Just you can click on this button. You can assign to the your sub account directly. You can assign to the your sub account. You can assign to the sub account, so that will come to the your sub account level. So any assignment, in the global account level, we have to control it. Suppose I don't want to assign the much services to my development. I want to assign to the everything to the quality. Then you can control it from via global account only. This global account, entities, entitlements, this entity assignment, the service assignment will give you the so more here will give you the so service assigning to the your sub account level, everything. This entity service assignment will give you the more information here. So this is for the usage analytics, which means usage, how much memory, how many users are there here. So what is the utilization here for August month? How many utilizations you have? 5 users are utilized. So each sub account level, what is the my analysis here? Each sub account level, what is the my analysis here? So what is the my Fury usage here? Means usage, the licensing usage to pay the amount to the here. How many directories you have? How many sub accounts here? So last history, last 12 months history, you can just check it out. What is the usage? Monthly usage means how much amount, how much data you are using. What is the amount you have to pay it here? All the information will be displayed here. Forecast, all the information will be displayed here. That is called the usage analytics here. This is the service assignment. You can assign the list of services. You can put some restrictions to use the services here in the entity assignment, in the service assignment. You can put it out here, right? So some services are not available in the your development sub account. Then you have to come to the here. You have to assign that service to the your sub account level. You have to assign to them. Once you assign to them, that service is available here. That service is available here. Suppose now you have deployed the sub account. I want to edit. I want to rename it here, right? Just click on the edit button. Just you can only change the name, display name. You can change it. It's not possible to change the subdomain or something like that. It's not at all possible, right? It's not at all possible to give it here. So this one, you can just change it here, but it's not possible to change it. Name we can change it. So, but it's not possible to change the domain name. Again, you need to do the recreation. You have to do that one. Recreation, you can do that one. Suppose you have the two parents are there. Two parents are there here. Means two global accounts are there. You want to switch to your another parent. Another parent, you want to switch it. Just you can select that parent, click on OK button, so that all this sub account will be switched to the your another environment. It will be switched here. So more information you will get. What is the ID and everything, you will get it out here, right? This type of features are available in the here. Unfortunately, you have deployed, you have done the halfway, you have done the your business applications configuration, everything. If you want to delete now, again it will be a loss. Loss means time waste. Again, after deploying, everything will be deleted. So that before only carefully we have to plan all these activities. We have to plan it carefully here. That is what. So subdomain we cannot change it anywhere. So once you deploy the subdomain, again you have to delete it. You have to create it here. That is the main thing here. So one more thing here, before I go ahead and configuration perspective of the here. So one more thing I want to highlight here. So regions. you need to carefully choose the regions also. Regions, in which region you want to change it. So maybe which region you want to change, the different regions we can change it, but in the trial accounts it's not possible to change. Once you deploy your application in this region, so maybe you have to go with the, maybe you have to connect with the SAP only. There is a procedure, you have to connect with SAP to change your environment. Now you have deployed your all your services are here, then you tomorrow you want to go for the Azure side, then it's not possible. Actually, it's not possible to go that one. Maybe if you connect with SAP, they will guide you. Normal how we have to contact means same way how we have to contact the normal ticketing procedure, same way we have to contact the SAP also. SAP also we have to contact them. Right? Same way we have to contact the SAP also. So how we are contacting normally service marketplace. Whenever any issues comes, we will go to the SAP service marketplace. There we will go and we will do all kind of work, right? We will go and so we'll create that ticket. We will assign the that one, which one? So component. Then we will create it, right? Same way here also we have to do the all kind of work. We have to do that one. So same way we have to create it. We have to select the BTP component. Then we have to so inform to the SAP. If you go to the expert chart, they will guide you. So how to do that one and everything. So they will guide you here, right? That is the so BTP here. So sub account level, we have the, we can see the so entitlements means which are the service are which are available to you. So environment means, suppose here one more thing, one more the technical word is called the entitlements, global account, sub account level, we discussed it, right? So one more the environment, that is called the one more technical word. Why? Because these words we may get it out when we are working with the, when you are working on the BTP side, normal some technical words you will get. Sub account ID, sub account name, global account, environment, entitlements, service assignment, all these technical words you will get it out. So if you discuss before itself, so we will all be in the same page, like what is mean by environment, what is mean by environment in the BTP side. So what is mean by environments in the BTP side? So all this you will get it out from the systems here. So environment means, so this is the global account, this is the sub account. So the sub account related service, all the services are available under the one environment. Like that I can put it here. Base infrastructure. In this environment, we have to deploy the, in this environment we have to deploy the, so our services and everything we have to deploy it here in this environment. So environment is the base here. In this environment, so we have to deploy here. Sub account means everything we are installing, means this is the OS. It kind of your, if I talk about the our language, this is the OS here, OS flavor, operating system. So environment is the one kind of operating system here. So maybe I will put this way, operating system. Here we will install the our structures. Our structures means our services, business applications, everything on top of this one. We will do everything here. That is called the environment here. In this environment, we have the 4 types of environments are there here. So one is the cloud foundry environment. So the second one is the ABAP environment. So ABAP also, SAP is providing the ABAP environment to the customers, ABAP cloud environment for the customers, so that the developers, they can deploy the CDS views, HTML views, some OData, all these things they can deploy in the ABAP environment. How they are using our on-premise ABAP systems, same as like they can use these ABAP systems in the cloud level, right? Cloud foundry means, so normal all our business applications, mobile applications, services, so all these things, so normal everyone they will use the CF cloud foundry environment only, right? Apart from that, we have the ABAP environment, and also one more environment is called the so KIMA environment. Now the pronunciation may be different. So KIMA environment here. Here the AWS related Kubernetes, right? Some automation related AWS Kubernetes, all these things here we will deploy it here, Kubernetes, right? And also we have the one more environment is called the Neo. The first environment is called the Neo environment only. SAP in the this Neo environment only. The first environment is called the Neo environment only. The first when have SAP so rebranded their SAP applications in the 2021. In the 2021, the first environment is called the Neo environment. This is on the SAP data centers. SAP cloud environment. This is on the SAP cloud environment. So remaining all are in the, so this is the AWS cloud environment. So this remaining all, this all are in the, your wish, this all are in the multi-cloud environment. This is on the multi-cloud environment, means multiple cloud providers, they are providing the services here to deploy your environment services on the multiple cloud providers, Cloud Foundry environment, and also ABAP environment, they are providing this one, which means, so if you want to install one application, you want to configuration something here, the environment is, we have to enable the environment here, means OS we have to enable it here. So without building the OS, how can we deploy the applications, right? Same as like here, you have to build the OS. It kind of, just you can relate this kind of, this is the similar kind of OS environment, something like that, you can relate it here. So then on top of environment, you are building the applications here.
Yeah, sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sorry for interruption. For each one of this environment, it's responsible for some set of service, or like for some specific service I can deploy for any of this environment.
So you can deploy it like so almost like if you suppose almost all services are available in this environment, you can deploy all the services, all the business services are available in this environment. ABAP development purpose, you can use this environment. So Schema, AWS, Kubernetes related, you can use this environment. Neo, so suppose you are using the SAP data centers, SAP HEC, this is only available in the SAP HEC only. You want to use the SAP HEC. So in this case, you can use the, so this Neo SUBACCOUNT, so Neo cloud environment, Neo SUBACCOUNT environment, you can use it so that, so you can deploy the all the services, everything you can deploy it here. So you don't want to use the SAP HEC environment. I want to use the Azure or AWS, I want to use it. In that case, you should not use the Neo. You have to use the Cloud Foundry environment. You have to use it here. Either you have to use this environment, either you have to use this environment. Most of the customers, they are using this environment only. Why? Because Cloud Foundry is the multi-cloud environment. We see here. So when you are deploying your account is the multi-cloud environment. Multi-environment means anywhere you can deploy your services. Either you want to deploy the AWS, Azure, and Alibaba Cloud, anywhere you can deploy any region, anywhere you can deploy your account. It's customer choice here. But when you take the Neo account, you have only one option, that is called the HEC option. HEC means only SAP will support here, SAP data center, ANA Enterprise Cloud, SAP Cloud Environment, SAP data centers, this all are the non-SAP data centers. So it will support the non-SAP data centers here. So you don't want to use the HEC. You want to use the HEC means there is some restrictions already, everybody knows, right? SAP Cloud Environment, SAP data centers. So but ABAP environment is unknown. So it's our own. Our own means we can just, they will support you for your applications and everything, but just you are installing the OS and everything, you are just installing here. So that is the reason BTP is the one of the platform. Where is the platform comes means, this is the platform they are providing you. These are the platforms they are providing you to deploy your application. This is the platform they are providing you to deploy your SAP applications or non-SAP applications here. In the Neo, we can deploy some Java here, .NET applications, HTML5 applications, some other applications like HANA Access related applications. We can deploy it here, but it's in the SAP cloud environment here. So few customers recently I have seen here. Currently, I'm doing for one customer. So migration of the Neo to Cloud Foundry environment. We are doing this one. Why? Because here there are some restrictions. That is the reason customer decided to go from Neo to Cloud environment, Cloud Foundry environment. Most of the customers are in the Cloud Foundry environment only. Why? Because here customer will get the choice to do everything here. So that's why most of the things we will go for the Cloud Foundry environment only, right? So this is about the environments, sub-account creations, some technical norms, entity assignment, how to assign the service to the specific the sub-account and everything. This is what we discussed today, right? So any questions from anyone? Maybe I am pausing here. So let me ask any questions from anyone.
Yes, Ravila, I have a question about SAP Cloud Connector, right? So Cloud Connector is a like we are
Interface.
installing. Yes, we are installing in between SAP, that is in between sub account and our on-premise SAP system,
On-premise.
right?
Yeah. Here I have
Yes.
mentioned the on-premise, right? We have to
So
install in the
so
on-premise network.
right. So it act as a, we can say it act as a gateway, right? So
Right.
do we need to install the cloud connector for each systems, or we can install a single cloud connector and we can use for a multiple system? Is it possible?
That's again, it's our wish, right? Suppose Cloud Connector is a small service. I want to install, maybe I don't want to install, my business is a very small business. I don't want to install multiple cloud connectors, right? Each environment, development, one cloud connector, quality, one cloud connector, production, one cloud connector. Why unnecessarily? So instead of that, I can go with one cloud connector for the non-production environment, one cloud connector for the production environment with high availability. We can deploy it, right? So like that, we can plan the business like that. So currently, I'm supporting for the one customer, one government customer I'm supporting. They have the non-production one cloud connector and the production yeah one. So previously I supported for the one of the US medical device company customer I supported. They have the each environment they need the separate cloud connector to differentiate that one. So that for development we have installed the one cloud connectors. All the development systems will talk to this cloud connector to your backend systems. Quality we have installed something. Production also we have installed. It's like it's based upon the customer. When you are speaking to the customers, we have to explain them. So all these things.
Okay, it's depends on customer. It's not mandatory to install.
Right. Yeah. Otherwise, all we can install the one cloud connector. Everything we can integrate it here. If something is happens, all the accounts will go down, right? So production, everything. Why?
Okay.
Because here
Got
cloud connector will play the important role here. Very important role here. So if it looks like it's small service, it will play the important role. Why? Because to connecting to the customer network to your on customer network to the your SAP network and the public network, the Ariba, CPI connectivity, messages flow, some purchase orders and everything. So without the data, how the data comes from, how the data comes here through cloud connectors only, your data comes to the your on-premise systems and retrieving the data to the here and everything, right? Retrieving the data. The cloud, something is happening with the cloud connector. So you will not able to fetch the data. You will not able to retrieve the data, everything, accounts, purchase orders. You are not able to do anything, even time sheet approval. Nothing will not happen in the on-premise systems. So cloud connectors will play the important role here.
Okay, thank you, Ravika.
Sorry. So can we stop it here today now? So tomorrow, the agenda for tomorrow is same cloud connectors installations, configurations, your sub account creations. So all these things I will discuss tomorrow. All these things we will discuss tomorrow, right? This is the agenda for tomorrow. So